This is the story of a trip, a never-ending search.
This here little bottle ought to last the three of us a week.
An endless flight from the law.
You guys been reading too much Mickey Spillane?
You're just a junkie that got one of my officers shot.
A slide into hell. Matt Dillon.
Can't do it anymore.
Kelly Lynch. Drugstore Cowboy. Premiering Friday on Showtime. An ugly man.
Sounds like he's already got a bag on his head.
With an ugly past.
Nothing but a cheap crook.
Is miraculously transformed.
I will give you a new face and a chance at a new life.
Now, he's out for revenge.
And that look like anybody you know?
Mickey Rourke, Ellen Barkin, Elizabeth McGovern, and Morgan Freeman star in Johnny Handsome. Premiering November 17th on Showtime.
When I won my first title in '86, you know, it's just walking down there and people cheering and the cheer bumps that you get because, you know, train all your life and I've been boxing ever since I'm 8 years old and thinking that, well, maybe I can be the champ.
The winner by a TKO and new IBF Cruiserweight Champion of the World, Evander Holyfield. The winner by a TKO and new undisputed Cruiserweight Champion of the World, Evander Holyfield. The winner by a TKO and new Continental America's Heavyweight Champion, Evander Holyfield.
He came, he saw, and he conquered. Exclusively on Showtime Championship Boxing.
Matricide, murdering your mother. What makes them do it?
The world's most infamous mama's boy is on the line.
I thought maybe I could help.
What Hitchcock started, Showtime finishes.
What did she do that she should pay for it with her life?
Before the terror can end.
Norman!
See how it all began.
Mama's little girl!
Anthony Perkins is back with E.T.'s Henry Thomas.
And now I'm gonna have to do it again.
Norman!
Psycho 4, The Beginning, a Showtime original movie. Premiering Saturday on Showtime. For the first time on national television. Uncut, uncensored.
Mrs. Bates.
Alfred Hitchcock's original. Psycho. Premiering Saturday on Showtime. The following program is brought to you by Showtime, unedited and commercial-free.
Mr. Funtime.
A month full of fun time. It's movies. It's Showtime. North America's most awesome species. The bear. Woody's a little insecure.
He's interested in producing something of mine.
Your first child.
Crimes and misdemeanors. Matt Dillon is strung out and on the run.
Can't do it anymore.
Drugstore Cowboy. An unlikely hero.
Santa's in the slammer.
Ernest saves Christmas.
I know who you are and I know what you are.
Mickey Rourke is Johnny Handsome. No one would listen.
How often does a con get a chance to get some justice, huh?
Tom Selleck is an innocent man. And for the first time on television, the uncut and uncensored Psycho. But Norman's not finished yet.
How old were you when you killed your mother?
I killed some other women, too.
Psycho 4, The Beginning. A month full of exclusives you won't see anywhere else and more. It's movies. It's November. It's Showtime. When the votes are in, which of these master joke tellers will become the best of jokes prize winners? Get on the shtick.
Thank you, but I work alone.
Find out when we announce the winners November 6th and 7th at 8 p.m. 7 Central on Showtime. Acquisition. Hostile takeover. Merger. Harrison Ford.
Fabulous. Stunning.
Sigourney Weaver.
Simple, elegant, impeccable.
Melanie Griffith.
Confident, a risk taker, not afraid to be noticed.
With an Oscar-winning portfolio.
I have a head for business and a pod for sin.
My God, she'll stop at nothing.
Working Girl. Friday on Showtime. One of America's funniest comics in the running today gets down under.
I just had to see this. I said, I gotta see this.
Franklyn Ajaye. He's upbeat.
Black man will look in the mirror and say, I'm bald. I can't be pulling no hair from here and combing it over there.
He's up front.
Make love to a gymnastic woman. Yeah. When you finish, though, you'd have to do a dismount.
He's up to snuff.
Jamaican bobsledders? What possessed them that day on the beach?
And Australia's up against it when Franklyn Ajaye is upside down under, premiering November 16th on Showtime.
Super Dave Osborne, one man with one mission.
Hi, Super Dave Osborne here, and I am so excited because I am right in the middle of preparing for my smash 4th season, right here on Showtime, only on Showtime. I guarantee you it's the best year yet. Unbelievable guest stars, fantastic stunts, and some great all-around comedy. You're not going to want to miss it. Super Dave Osborne, only on Showtime. How do you feel about it, audience?
Look for Super Dave's new season, coming soon only on Showtime.
1960. John F. Kennedy is elected president. Harper Lee's To Kill a Mockingbird is published. And in Hollywood, director Alfred Hitchcock releases a small, low-budget film called Psycho. In that simpler and more innocent time, the film strikes a nerve, sending a shockwave that touches all America. Films and showers haven't been quite the same since. Now, 30 years later, the Bates Motel and house are getting a fresh coat of paint with the world premiere of the Showtime original movie, Psycho 4, The Beginning.
Matricide, that's what they call murdering your mother. And matricide is what we're talking about on the Fran Ambrose show tonight.
Matricide is probably the most unbearable crime of all, and most unbearable to the son who commits it.
Our next caller is a first-time caller from...
He didn't say.
The focus of your show tonight, I thought maybe I could help.
Are you saying you killed your mother?
Oh, I've killed before, and now I'm going to have to do it again.
Psycho 4 is the bravest script of the sequels because it dares to show us new things.
Reprising the role that made him a star and something of a cult figure is Anthony Perkins.
Psycho 4 does explore those areas that we haven't touched before. It examines and explores Norman's childhood and his relationship with his mother, which is something I think we've always asked ourselves. How did it happen? How did it go so wrong in an everyday, average American family?
Did she smother you in some way, the way some of us mothers do with our kids?
Not inordinately.
Now hold me.
She just made me feel unsure.
Someday I'm going to wish I'd been firmer with you.
I never knew what to expect from her. She'd be sweet one moment, and then she'd suddenly turn mean.
Ha! Girl! Yes, girl!
No.
Mama's little girl!
Not a girl.
Playing the young Norman Bates is Henry Thomas, best known but perhaps not quite recognizable today as the 10-year-old star of Steven Spielberg's E.T.
It's just a great chance to do something that not a lot of people get to do. I mean, here I'm playing Norman Bates, and the only other guy who's done this is Tony Perkins. And, you know, it's big shoes to fill.
Will you show me your room?
Wouldn't my mother love to catch me sneaking a girl into my room?
You want to, don't you?
Let's go in the office.
Director Mick Garris, whose previous films include Critters 2 and Batteries Not Included, found himself with an equally difficult act to follow. Alfred Hitchcock.
It's more than a challenge to be doing a sequel to Psycho, and if I stopped and thought about trying to equal or outdo the master of cinema, I would probably have a nervous breakdown. Hitchcock was quoted as saying, "Actors are cattle," but Alfred Hitchcock said, "I never said actors were cattle. I said actors should be treated like cattle."
Original cast member Janet Leigh respectfully disagrees.
I don't think that Hitch treated or thought of actors as cattle. The only thing that he said is that whatever I wanted to do, it had to be within the confines of his camera, because that was absolute. It was planned before the picture ever started. It was, he knew exactly every single camera move.
I've caused you some trouble.
No, Mother, my mother, what is the phrase? She isn't quite herself today.
In their attempt to recapture the visual as well as psychological nuances of the Hitchcock classic, the filmmakers have literally gone back to the drawing board. An exact replica of the original Bates house, which has been permanently enshrined at Universal Studios in Hollywood, was built and transported piece by piece to Florida, where Psycho 4 was shot. Likewise, the producers succeeded in reassembling much of the original's creative team, including the author of the first Psycho screenplay, Joe Stefano.
Yes, when I wrote the screenplay for Psycho, I knew much of what is in Psycho 4. There was no way to show it in Psycho because that wasn't what the movie was about. But I knew what had shaped Norman Bates, and now I'm getting an opportunity to tell you about it.
There's nothing about Psycho which has any element of fantasy to it at all.
She deserves to die.
And I think that's one of the things that made it so scary, because it actually could happen.
I may be well now, but I'm not cured.
Before the terror can end,
I'll never be cured.
See how it all began.
Norman!
Psycho 4, The Beginning, premiering November 10th, only on Showtime.
In the future, when civilization falls, the strongest will rule with terror.
Nothing can stop him in this world. Not even you.
She holds the matrix that can restore the world.
They need information I have.
But someone must make sure she survives. Jean-Claude Van Damme stars with Deborah Richter in Cyborg, tonight on Showtime. This is the story of a trip, a never-ending search.
This here little bottle ought to last the three of us a week.
An endless flight from the law.
You guys been reading too much Mickey Spillane?
You're just a junkie that got one of my officers shot.
A slide into hell. Matt Dillon.
Can't do it anymore.
Kelly Lynch, Drugstore Cowboy. Premiering Friday on Showtime. When the world is unfurled, when the slime is sublime, when the ghost is the most.
Who are you gonna call? Get me the Ghostbusters! You got him!
Yes, we're back.
Ernie Hudson, Annie Potts, Harold Ramis, Rick Moranis, Dan Aykroyd, Bill Murray, and Sigourney Weaver.
We think they're seriously disturbed.
It's like pure concentrated evil.
You ignorant, disgusting clod!
Oh, baby.
It's Ghostbusters II, Saturday on Showtime. An ugly man.
Sounds like he's already got a bag on his head.
With an ugly past.
Nothing but a cheap crook.
Is miraculously transformed.
I will give you a new face and a chance at a new life.
Now, he's out for revenge.
And that look like anybody you know?
Mickey Rourke, Ellen Barkin, Elizabeth McGovern, and Morgan Freeman star in Johnny Handsome. Premiering November 17th on Showtime.